Hello, it is I. As you can see, I'm enjoying a little morning hydrating mask because it's been a bit warmer, and I think it dries my skin out a lot. So just doing this. Hair's still wet, but I am starting a vlog so that I continue it. So I've been meaning to do one for ages, blah blah blah, what everyone says at the beginning of the YouTube video, sorry, blah blah. So I thought I'd show you just what I'm up to today. I'm going to be editing some photos I've done for a shoot for a lingerie brand that I did last week, which was so fun, which I'm actually really happy with how they turned out. Then I thought I'd show you a few new homeware bits I've got, and just generally what I am up to today and this summer. My hair is still half drying, so that's why it looks a bit fluffy. It's a really sunny day, which is of course when I plan to do like a lot of screen time work, so I'm going to try and get it done pretty quick. I need to edit, like I said, some photos from my Dora Larson shoot, but my laptop is doing that really fun thing where it suddenly decided it has no space, even though I've deleted a million things, so that's really fun to overcome first. Then I've got a couple jobs I need to shoot. But I did some Pilates this morning, so I feel pretty good for that, to like start off the day right. I hadn't done it for so long, like maybe 2 weeks, which is a lot for me because I normally do it 2 or 3 times a week. So that was really hard and painful, so, but now I feel really good and like sporty and healthy, which is how I want to feel. They're opening the studio again next week, so I cannot wait to get back on the reformer instead of working out in my living room, which, although it's been great, I cannot wait to get back on the machine. It's just so much fun. You guys know I love reformer Pilates. Then just hitting some emails now, and then what else have I got to do today? Oh yeah, I need to send some prints, and go to the bank. I've got like a lot planned for the next well, a couple of weeks really, next month. I've just some like big personal stuff happening, which I will fill you in on once it's real for sure. I don't know if I'm giving away too much there or not. And then really exciting, my mentorship group that I'm going to be starting, which I am so excited about. I'd had the idea a while ago, and then I did like a career chat on stories, and people obviously asking me questions about work and like how I got to do what I do, and I was like, oh, this is like, everyone actually is really interested in this, I should do this. And then a couple of people were like, oh, would you think about being a mentor? And so I was trying to figure out the best way for me to do that, and I thought it'd be nice to have a group. So basically what I'm going to do is have this kind of like a subscription service, and it's going to be a private Instagram account, and then all the content's going to be on there, and it's going to be talk about like building a personal brand. So whether you want to be like a blogger, an influencer, or you're starting your own brand, or you just want to like be a creative, a successful creative, it's gonna cover all those topics, and I'm going to do lives every week, and just like talk about all those things that I've learned over the years. And I've made mistakes, and I would have loved someone, or like somewhere I could go that had the answers, and I didn't have it. So hopefully I can share some insights there, and it'll be like a real community feel. So I'm so excited. We're just doing the back end with my web developer literally this week, and getting all the kind of bits sorted before I can launch it. But I'm so excited to share that and kind of have that as a new area of sharing. And I'm doing it separately because I think it's really like my current, obviously, Instagram page. Oh, someone's drilling outside. Obviously very skincare and like my photography and stuff, and then photography, but more like the kind of behind the scenes of photography and how I do things and how you reach out to brands and all of that, everything that you don't see on the main pages of people. I'm going to be sharing how to do. So I'm really excited. But that's kind of been why I've been like so busy and kind of like focused on that, because I just want it to be really good. So yes, yay, can't wait. Photos from the Dora Larson shoot, and I'm really, oh my god, my screen is filthy. Let's pretend it's not. I'm really excited to share these a bit more. I just need to send them to the client. Basically, when you do a shoot, you have like way more photos, and then you send them a bit more than they need, and then they make the selects, and then you edit after that. So I'm just sending these off to the clients so that they can make sure that these are the kinds they want, and then I will edit them after that. But I'm really excited because I'm really happy with how it came out, and I haven't done obviously a proper shoot for ages because of Corona, so it was really fun to do, and I'm really excited to do more of these now that I've launched my photography page on Instagram also, which has been super fun and actually kind of spurred me on to share way more and shoot way more for it, which is always a lovely thing. So to shoot textures, I have like a background color, which is just a box, a perspex sheet, the little spatulas you get with products. These help me spread out the textures and the products themselves. So I'm doing this for a French retailer that I work with, and they've given me the products and the textures that they want all on the same one. So the main thing for me is to spread like quite a lot, get an idea of the texture, and I like push it down and flick it away. You can play around with that quite a lot. And I have a tissue to take off the excess of that. Sometimes I like to test the texture before I put it on there, just so I know what I'm getting when it's like masked like this, even though it's not always obvious. Whereas like with oils and droppers and stuff, it's obviously a lot more obvious. I'm still actually taking the photo when I've got this beautiful light like this, because then you get a bit of the shadow. I tend to do it so I can see it, because I'm obviously going to crop in once as well, and I have it on manual focus. And then I tend to move it around so that the shadows can move around also. So first that way. And that way. So the shadows are hitting different parts of the product, and then in post I can kind of decide which one I like the most. So these are all the textures I've been shooting by the end of it. Ooh, it's kind of fun like this too. And yeah, there they are, glistening in the sunshine. Extra shots up here. Hello. See, they don't look great at first, as in because they're not zoomed in, but they have to crop because I can't. Why does every time I start filming a truck go outside my house? So I crop them. Then I'm just gonna sort out the light balance a bit, make them a bit more exposed. Change the hues a little bit. And this is the kind of thing I'm going to be teaching on my mentorship, as well as business stuff, just like editing and bits like that. I've just taught myself this, to be honest, over the years. But I can share more there, because I'm not going to do, this isn't an editing video, but this is kind of give you an idea of what I do. This is just like the heel tool, just to like neaten these up a tad. Actually might crop that a bit differently. Cropping is such a big part of photos, it's crazy, like the difference that it makes on a different crop, I find. So yeah, like that just looks so much nicer now, doesn't it? Like a lovely texture shot. And then I'm just healing, like, because obviously with the perspex it can crack a bit, or like the products just go a bit everywhere, and I just want it to look super professional and smooth, because this is for a client. So obviously doing all the bits I can. And I've just taught myself to do it pretty fast over the years. That's the thing with photography, doesn't stress me out at all really. Whereas like video, like doing what I'm doing with you guys here, I'm just like not used to it so much, so like it just takes me longer. Because like this I could just literally do in my sleep, because it's just, I mean, not that it's like the hardest edit either, but like I'm just like so used to playing around with it and knowing what I prefer and what my style is type thing. So yeah, easy. So just gonna put a bit of makeup on. What shows that? I actually haven't put any SPF on yet, so let's go in with that. This is my, you know I love, I'll switch it just so down. This is the Photo Regular one. I link all products and bits you see below this video for ease. I love this one because I get really quite bad pigmentation, but it lets you lets the skin have the sun, so you get all the benefits from it, obviously without burning or aging the skin, and it doesn't worsen pigmentation, because often obviously if you're in the sun that can pull out the pigmentation, but this one is really good for that and I love it. It's also like quite a nice texture. Also been loving the La Mer Perfecting Primer. Obviously it's divine, I wouldn't expect anything less from La Mer. It's just like, I find it really balancing. It's so important, especially in the summer, when I'm putting makeup on, to use a primer so that everything doesn't just slip off my face. And I like that one. Then also still, where's it gone? Oh, it's hiding. Obsessed with the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Eye Hum shade 4.5. It looks really brown, so I do put like a tiny bit on and then maybe lighten it up, but the 4 was like too light, so it's just so perfecting. I've got so many of my friends onto this too, and just feels like a nice moisturizer almost, which I think is like the nicest thing about it. It doesn't feel cakey or look cakey. Who's Katie? Cakey throughout the day. It's just like super perfecting. Oh my gosh, it's got on my lips. It feels like I'm 13 again. Help. Let me put some, and yes, you guys would have seen on Instagram, I'm sure, the other day, that I lip video of this, which is the Fenty Beauty Retro Rose. Just the most perfect pink. I'm just going to pull that down. Also, I don't want to put too much because I'm hoping by this afternoon, if I've got most of my work done, I can enjoy a little late afternoon read session in the park. So I'll obviously be reapplying. I used my towel I normally have for my textures because I was near here. But yeah, I wouldn't probably do much more than that. I might just do some brows. Super easy. I feel like when it's warm in summer, my brows just like grow so much faster. Does anyone else get that? Or like, and nails, just like everything, and hair, everything is just like all the go in the sunshine. We're like little plants lapping it up. I love this one because it's so tiny and skinny that it's really good for like looking really natural and just drawing in extra hairs. Oh my god, I can't get that to work. Right. And just a bit of gel, Blink Brow Bar one, just a nice clear one. Alright, already feel a bit more human. What else? Maybe a bit of blush actually. I'll use this new Elia one. This is in All of Me Multi-Stick. Love a creamy blush, love a creamy everything. Yeah, that's nice. And a bit of hair oil. Still obsessed with this Maria Needler one. It's like for people that have thin hair like me. You know how oil just normally feels and just makes your hair look oily? I honestly have the thinnest hair, quite a lot of it, but it's so thin. So I have to not use like heavy products, like even some conditioners I just like can't hack. And then this just like smooths it out and gets rid of my flyaways. But still doesn't feel heavy. Then I'm just going to use a bit of Bumble Dry Spun Finish to add a bit of volume. I thought I was in a like hair ad there. Oh my lord, more things that I do. Oh, it's the wrong lid. Cool. That's better. Look more awake. I'm going to take you into the living room with me. So I've shot some bits. I have edited some bits. I have sent some selects off to a client. Probably gonna have some lunch pretty soon. I think it's like 1 now. Also, I'm still, I mean, I always will be, still obsessed with lots of new homeware bits. So I thought I'd show you some of my, not my drying washing, some new homeware bits I've got that are kind of around my flat. So you will have seen these a lot on my Instagram page, I'm sure, but these are the really cool Lex pot candles that I've ended up having quite a lot for various reasons. I've got the bright pink and also I have the white too, but in here I've got the kind of nudie colour up there. I really like them. The only thing is that because they are made of wax, you do have to be careful not to leave them in somewhere really hot because obviously they kind of bend a bit. See how that one's gone sideways? But for me, I think they are more of a kind of like objet rather than like actually burning candle. Oh, I did burn the blue one on my birthday though, but that was for a special occasion. And then talking of birthdays, my friend got me this beautiful Murano glass vintage vase, which I absolutely love. You guys know the little mushroom lamp I have by my bed, that's Murano glass as well, so this is the same kind of vibe and I absolutely love it. It's so gorgeous, so well done, Jess. Also got this new candle which I think is really sweet. This is RLI candles. They're just really beautiful and obviously fits on the aesthetic of my blue-ish side of the shelf. And then I've got this gorgeous vase which was a birthday gift also. What else? Oh yes, this absolutely beautiful, it's a work of art really, from Barbara Frankie Ryan. Wait, let me check I've got that name right. Frankie Ryan, yes indeed. And they're so, they come flat pack and like everything can be like taken apart, and I just think they're so sweet. And they look really good yesterday, the light was coming through them and they just absolutely gorgeous, and it's just like such a like nice, they have a few colorways as well and you can get just one flower if you want. Also I just think it's really simple and really lovely to have somewhere to brighten up a room. This was also a birthday gift and it was incredible. Thank you so much, Deep Teak. It was like literally I was like, oh my god, I've got one of the giant candles. I don't know when on earth I would ban this. I think it's more outdoor, but I feel like a special occasion will come around, but it's just a lovely thing to look at anyway. And it's the 34 cent, which is 34, which is their original store, which is the one I grew up by in Paris. It's like they have a scent that kind of smells like the store, because obviously the store houses so many scents. So they kind of, it creates its own scent. So yeah, basically it's just the most beautiful thing ever. Merci. I also got this wonderful pillow from at Punta, which is a brand that I love, that I have lots of candle holders and bits from, and I just love it against the white here. It's like a nice kind of warm, it's not too pinky, but it's that kind of like warm, almost rusty pink, nearly brown. That is my absolute favorite shade. It will be no surprise if you've seen my flat. I also got these from Abs Objects, which I love, which they kindly sent me. They're just such a cool design. I managed to put a pink candle in here. I think that's probably quite a good fit for for the shade of it. I just think they're so cool because you could have it like that at a dinner table, could obviously have it like this, or like either end of something, or kind of interlocking. I think they just look very nice together. I actually keep this one just without the candle up here, just like a nice kind of almost like sculpture to have whilst it doesn't have a candle in. So I'm just gonna make a bit of lunch. I was trying to decide whether to show you what I was making. Basically, I get asked all the time what I eat, and I find it mildly problematic just because I know it's just an interest, but as someone who has had an eating disorder, I just find it, like, in case I was sharing to someone that thought that like what I ate was like what you have to eat or something, or like that I have like a really special diet for my body shape, or whatever that might be, I guess. I'm not going to show you like everything I eat in a day, but I will show you my salad that I'm making. It's one of my favorite couscous ones, and it's really easy. But yeah, I don't think I eat fruit and vegetables, I eat carbs, I eat basically everything. I try and avoid too much dairy. That's just for my skin, to be honest. I would love to eat dairy all the time. I am French, I love cheese. But yeah, I don't want it to be like this is what everyone should be eating, and you should or shouldn't eat certain things. This is, I eat foods that make me feel really good. I eat pasta every single day because I absolutely love it. And yeah, enjoy your food, enjoy your life. You know, there's so many just like diets and bits that are just like all about oh, you should eat at this time, you shouldn't eat this kind of thing past this kind of time, or whatever, which like I'm sure have like some bases and stuff, but like I just don't think that everyone, like, we all have different bodies, as we know, we all have different skin, we all have different things that are going to be better for us and things that we like eating, and I think it should be an enjoyable experience rather than an issue, basically. So with that said, I'm going to show you the easiest, most delicious lunch that's super fast. Oh, what am I doing? That I'm pretty like lazy in terms of like how long I take to cook things, especially in the middle of the day. So I'm just using couscous, goat's cheese, beetroot, smoked mackerel, and an avocado. And I'm just going to chop them up and make the couscous and put them all in my bowl, and it's delicious. So this is the finished salad. I actually might make some more couscous because I don't really make enough, but it's the best mix with the mackerel, the beetroot, the avocado and the goat's cheese. It is delicious. So back from tripping over the park, and just been shooting a job because the light was kind of nice. Hopefully it'll get nicer, but I normally shoot a job like in the setup if it's easy enough a couple times, just in different light to see which one I prefer. And then I'm just going to make myself a big bowl of pasta and maybe have a chat with my sister. So thanks for watching. I hope this was good. I feel like I want to get back in the groove of doing vlogs. I know I got really into it in lockdown. Obviously there was not much else to do, but I definitely want to keep doing it. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already.